Hello everyone, we're going to have a look, see what's coming through for your reading. I'm going to get some message cards and oracle cards out as well, but let's take a look. By the way, if this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, comment down below. And I've been here every single day for the last 5 years doing readings. So I'm always here. You can always count on me. And I also offer personal services behind the scenes as well. And they are done within 12 to 24 hours. There's readings. There's also rituals for love, money, marriage, career, success, beauty, justice, healing, black magic removal, protection, etc. And also intention items as well, which are really, really special. There's candles, bracelets, necklaces, pom-poms, tassels, etc. Okay? And yeah, everything is on my website. There are thousands of 5-star reviews and everything is meditated with and saged and cleansed. Okay? These candles. I just love smelling them. Okay, so I really had you in my mind, okay, when I was doing the introduction. And, you know, there's just such an energy here of you wanting to progress forward with a specific person that you have on your mind. And the 7 of Wands here shows that you could constantly feel frustrated, that it's just not really getting anywhere. So you may be proposing or asking for commitment from this person, and they're like, yeah, sort of, you know, like, oh, I'll do it in my own time. And you're not really getting a proper answer from this person. Or you might be trying to figure out where you stand with this person. And again, you're not getting a proper answer. It's almost like they're sweeping things under the rug, changing the topic, not really showing interest to answer your question, which is frustrating, overwhelming, annoying, chaotic, confusing. You just don't know where you stand. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what to say, what to do, how to go about things. You're just like, excuse me, hello, what is happening and why is this happening? And it really bothers you, you know, it really, really bothers you. You feel stressed and you feel upset and you just feel very, very sad. And the Magician here is very, very powerful because the Magician really does resemble, represent, and showcase a very, very strong energy, which is to do with the fact that essentially the Magician is, you know, this person thinks that you will wait forever. This person has a bit of an ego to think that you will sort of just wait, right? You'll wait. It's all good. It's all fine. Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, you wait, you know, whatever. No, you are not waiting. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. You are not waiting. You are not waiting. Why? You are not waiting for 2 reasons. Number 1, the King of Pentacles here shows that you got a life to live and you have options, okay? And because of this, you will get fed up, okay? You will get fed up of always trying to figure out where you stand with this person. You will get so fed up that at some point you will, I'm not going to say the word explode, but it's almost like you will implode. You will implode. You will feel like, why is this person not hearing me? And it will make you feel so frustrated that you will vocalize yourself to this person. Like, hey, I'm not going to wait forever. You know, I need an answer. I have a life to live. You know, I want to settle down. It is my deepest desire to settle down, to have a partnership, to not be played around. You know, I don't want to be played around. I want someone who really is there for me, who really loves me, who really cares and wants to commit. And they want to commit with all of their heart. You will say something very nice, very sweet, very diplomatic, but from your heart. Okay, you're not going to be like, well, you did blah, blah, blah. No, like anger in terms of shouting. Okay, that, first of all, if you do that, it's just not going to help them. Okay, it's not even going to help them, because think about it. If someone wants to commit to you, do you really think they're going to commit to you after you also shout at them? You know what I mean? So getting things out in just a simple conversation where you say what you need and what you expect and what your desires are, it's going to happen. It's going to happen at some point, because you will feel fed up of waiting for someone that's just not really delivering, not really doing enough, not really being proactive, not really talking to you in the way that they should be. It's going to frustrate you. It's going to upset you, and it's going to aggravate the hell out of you. Okay. And you will just literally think to yourself, you know, I'm not on a street here where it's just you. Some of you feel that, okay? Some of you literally feel like, okay, well, moonlight is this person, or it's no one. It's like this person or the highway. Like, it's not this person or the highway. It's like this person or this person. But the thing here is that some people need a bit of shaking. Some people need an awakening. Some people need to be told. And some people, okay, yes, you can tell them, they go quiet for a bit, but then they realize they actually don't want to lose you. And by the way, if someone is really comfortable losing you, you have to question whether they are the right person for you. I'm sorry, it is literally as simple as that. If someone, oops, oh no, my moisturizer got on the card. If someone is so comfortable, okay, losing you and never speaking to you again, isn't that their greatest loss? To lose someone like you? And you might think to yourself, no, but Moonlight's my loss. No, you know, losing someone that never wants to speak to you again. Imagine losing someone as kind as you, as caring as you, as sweet as you. I would feel sad, okay? I would feel sad to lose someone so kind and so sweet in your life. That's their loss. You have a lot of empathy and you may, you know, really overthink things a lot and feel like, no, it's really my loss. Moonlight, no, it's not your loss, it's their loss. You need to understand that it's their loss. But basically, the more of the story here for your reading is that this person, okay, once you tell them, they may go quiet for a little bit, but they will realize that they can't afford to lose somebody like you because they will never find someone like you. They just thought that you would just go along with things because you were already sort of going along with things, and that they could sweep it under the rug for as long as they humanly could. But that's not what they can do, right? They can't sweep it under the rug forever. They can't sweep it constantly. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't give a good energy. It doesn't give a good vibe. It doesn't allow things to, you know, move in the right direction. And they will realize then after that, like, oh my God, actually I was just wrong. I can't believe what I did. I can't believe what happened. Okay. You know, that they're really going to realize like what they did is wrong. And that they actually need to be a lot more proactive. They need to actually communicate properly. So they will go quiet for a bit, okay? After you bring up this conversation to them, they will go quiet. It's not a bad thing, okay? Because what this does is it brings introspection, makes them understand your value, your worth, makes them also understand what you want, makes them understand where they are at in their life, and they will try to find a solution. And that is justice, okay? They will realize they can't be away from somebody like you. And thing is, if you didn't bring this up sooner, you would be waiting forever. You would literally be waiting for like years and years and years and years and years and years and years, perhaps even 8 years. That's a long, stupid time, right, to be going around in circles. This person needs a bit of an awakening, a bit of shaking, a little bit of waking up. But yeah, they thought you would wait forever. And the minute they understand that you're not going to be waiting forever, and the minute you communicate you're not going to be waiting forever, it does something to them. You know, and to be honest, they'll go quiet because they may expect you to come running and chasing after them just to see, you know, just to sort of test you as to whether you are really like going to move on, you know. And the more you give them space and time, the more uncomfortable it makes them feel, because that just makes them come running back around, makes them come communicating back around like, oh my God, this person is not playing. This person is not playing. They can leave me in a heartbeat if they want. And it really triggers them. It triggers them big time to realize what they've done, what is going on, what the overall situation is, especially with the Five of Swords. You know, we see chaos, we see conflict, we see issues, we see troubles, we see challenges of this nature. We see also with the Ace of Pentacles, you know, commitment, stability, security, desire. I also see here as well a very, very powerful energy of trying to make things right, trying to commit, trying to connect, trying to do the best, be the best, you know. And I also see here as well that, yeah, for a short period of time you may feel like, oh my God, you know, am I losing this person? But if you never speak up, you will never get the result you want anyways, right? You will be always waiting and waiting and waiting and not knowing where you stand. So in order to do this, it's like the bow and arrow effect. You pull the bow backwards, which is you having that conversation with them. You pull the bow backwards and then the situation goes forward. If you keep the bow stationary where it is, it will never go to the target, right? But you have to pull it back and then for the bow to go 10 times forward than the position it was once in. This is extremely significant. This is really important. This is very, very vital. So this is what I'm really picking up on. This is what I am, you know, really seeing, especially with the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is value. Page of Pentacles is stability. Page of Pentacles is, you know, real strong commitment and real strong desire, and a real sense here of progress. And I think that's the main important aspect here, is that your worth and your value will be seen by this person. Sure, they thought you'd wait forever, but then they'll realize the suspense that you're not actually going to be waiting forever, and then they'll realize, oh my God, like actually you're not going to be here forever. And okay, I have potentially lost you. And I can't afford to lose you. So let me actually do something. So that's the main thing, you know, that I really am picking up on here and that I'm really seeing. And yeah, the main aspect of this entire situation, this entire this whole thing is that there is a very, very strong energy in which I personally really, really do believe, and I really do see that there's just a very powerful energy of this person truly recognizing that there is nobody like you. And sometimes you can keep to yourself to try and keep peace, or you can speak up knowing that it could actually rupture something, but you can actually get a result. You know, you get a result so that you know what to do with your life. And sometimes it's better, okay? Because how can you spend so many more years? The more years you spend in a situation, the more healing you then have to do, the more painful it actually ends up becoming. And this is one of those things. This is advice I see in the reading, all right? Take care, guys.